You know who you are. As for everyone else, never mind that. Welcome to Fire Red Omega Mono Psychic, Part 13. I'm going to be checking out all the wild Pokemon I skipped. Starting with EKANS. EKANS is another poison type that was used, just beaten to death like a dead horse in first-gen games, but never really saw a whole lot of use after that, in terms of rockets and electrics and trainers and like that. Wasn't used much in later games. Third gen, you hardly see EKANS at all. More electric. Even more electric. Ah, here we go. Sandshrew is a pretty cool Pokemon. Unfortunately, it never learns any actual ground attack of its own. But since you get Dig so early and you can get copies, and it's more powerful in this game, that kind of thing's not really an issue. It's very good physically defensive, a little slow, and a little weak, but it's not bad. Magnemite is the bestest Pokemon ever. Seriously, look at it, it's so cute, I want one. If on any normal run of anything, given the chance, I would use Magnemite, and oh god, it's gonna rape Alice. Bad coil. What now? Let's murder it now. No, it's not. I want to get Alice some healing, so I'm gonna, or Alice some training, so I'm gonna go heal off screen. Okay, I'm back. And so are the Sandshrews. I think I'm just gonna off screen everything until I find something new. Okay, well here's something new. Snubbull, you saw that the rival had it. Snubbull is not that great because it has really high physical attack and very low special attack, but it doesn't learn a whole lot in the way of physical attacks. It doesn't get Earthquake, for example, but it does get a lot of special attacks, including Bite and many TMs that most normal types can learn. And it's so slow that it really limits its usefulness. Although it can learn Brick Break. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna pause and see you at the next stop. Alright, welcome back. Right here, there's two things in the water, so let's get to it. The first one being Wailmer. Wailmer has, very strangely, I think the same physical attack as special attack, which means that he can pull a decent roll as both types of attackers in the main game. Plus, he has a ton of HP, just a bucket of it, a whale of an amount of HP. Unfortunately, his defenses are so low that HP does not matter much, much like Blissey. And the fish just aren't biting today, it seems. Oh, that was easy enough. Here's the other thing that's in these waters, Love Disc. Love Disc got a pretty major blanket stat boost. I think 20 points just added to everything. As you can see, it took that hit reasonably well, despite being 8 levels down. But it did not get any move pool changes, so it still can't learn anything, which means it's still not very usable. They also give a good deal of experience now with the increased stats. I think I can just quickly run over to the next patch of grass. Hey guy, how's it going? Right over here, and in this water here. I'll do the water first, because it's less aggravating. Well, there's Staryus here, that makes sense, being Vermillion and Misty with their star fetish. Additionally, there are also Staryu here. And additionally there are Horsey here, to match with another one of Misty's canon Pokemon. Horsey's pretty good, actually. It's very balanced as a Kingdra, and Kingdra, it evolves into Kingdra by level up in this game at 43, I think. And it's very good stats. It's very a good idea to teach it Return once it becomes a Kingdra. I think I'm going to switch over to Squire for the Pokemon in this grass. Actually, you know what? There's so little grass that I need to increase the encounter rate, and I'll do that with Carrot. That's more like it. Here's PICHU. Now, I want to capture one, just to see if I'll get a Light Ball on the first try. I wonder if Thunderbolt won't murder it. Oops. Well, I'll get one at some point. Because Pichus carry Light Balls on an extreme frequency in this game. That would be a Pidgey. That would also be a Pidgey. uh, Pidgey, and also Pidgey. A Shroomish. There we go. I don't think I've shown this off yet. Oddish. Blossom in this game gets Leaf Blade, and Leaf Blade has the increased power up to 90 that it does in 4th gen games, which means that it is well, at the very least, Blossom has a very good grass attack that you can use. I don't know why I'm fighting this carrot, but whatever. I just wasn't paying attention, I guess. Anyway, oh, I know, I have shown Oddish. Well, you get to hear me blabbering about nothing, so that's pretty awesome. Yay. Moving on to the next area, go! Most of what's here and over in that direction are pretty much the same, so I won't bother covering all of it. I'm not sure about the water style, I'll have to check that. First up is Tailo. Tailo was very fast and very strong and extremely fragile. However, as a generic bird type, as a generic bird kind of Pokemon versus, say, Pidgey or Spearow, I'd say Tailo's probably the best. Though I still prefer Hoot Hoot because of insomnia and getting hypnosis. They're very useful, much like on Drowsy. I may have already shown this off, but whatever. Here's a Bellsprout. Bellsprout is another one of the common generic grass types no one cares about. He gets all the powders, he gets not much in the way of attacking moves. The best thing you can really do for him is to get Sword Stance once you can, which is very late in the game, and have him use Sludge Bomb for great success. But really that's more of a strategy for 4th gen. Bellsprout is kinda boring. A lot of people do use him though, because he's easy to get, adds some nice coverage early on, and he gets Sleep Powder as well as Growth, which is very nice. When I did Mono Poison just on my own, in Crystal version, Bellsprout saved my ass against Jasmine. Just Vine Whipping her Magnemites to death, yes. Ooh, I actually really did not know about this. In the water there are Chinchous, which are awesome. Chinchou is a very bulky, oh yes, also I got extra sensory, this game is over. A very bulky water and electric type, one of the key players in a mono electric, and very useful in mono water. Chinchou is also awesome, looking at it, it's so cute, I want one, give it now. There are also Carvanha here. Carvanha are good for their high amount of coverage, and being extremely aggressive, which is usually very useful in game. You often want more aggressiveness than defense. But really in a mono team I need a lot of all. There's also Abra somewhere in the grass here, but Abra.